Hi, welcome back to Janine's Dog Etiquette Training YouTube channel. I've decided to create this YouTube channel just because I'd like to pass on some tips that I've picked up over time and wished I sort of would have known from the start, just to save me some time and effort trying to find some tools of the trade for dog training. So if you've got an older dog or if you've just got a new dog, really doesn't matter. You can start training anytime. I'm an advocate for positive reinforcement training, so that means that you would utilise these treats, and I'm going to go through a variety of suggestions for training. And it's not just treats, it's also toys, etc. But this particular video, I'm just going to go through a couple of treat bag holders and a couple of different options. There's so many, but I've just selected a few that I use myself for your little treat rewards for your little pooch. So we'll start with the treat bags. I found it actually very hard to find treat bags. So initially I picked up these, I think they're like $2.99 or $3.99 from, like the discount stores. It's called a bum bag in Australia, that's what we call them. And it's actually quite handy because you've got different pockets. I know a lot of people don't like wearing things like this, but I have to say I use this every day with Gus, my cattle dog. He's got his Like a Ball in there, and I take a bag of treats, they're liver treats, and also the pickup poo bags I put in there as well, and my keys for the house. So that's quite a good bag, and it is adjustable as well, so depending where you want to wear it in your body. So back here I did treat myself to a new pouch, and this one's great. This is by Easy Dog. I think I paid around $25. Shop around online or in different pet stores because the price varies. You can get a bigger version of this now, so it's sort of similar to the bum bag where you've got little zippers or different pockets. This one's great because you can actually pull out that black liner and rinse it out. Just turn it inside out. And this is great because it's got a magnetic closure, so your treats won't fall out. And it does have a zipper, so you can put your keys in there or whatever else you'd like. And there's a choice of either having it attached to your belt or just your shorts, or you can use the strap that it comes with, which is quite good. They come in different colours too, so yeah, that's pretty. I like that one. And also for those budget conscious or people who don't really want to spend much money, I think this was around $7 or $8 from Pet Barn, I think. And the other day I picked this up. I think these were only $3 to $4 from Kmart, and I think they're actually very similar, these two. They've both got they look almost identical, don't they? The little belt holder as well, and a little drawstring to stop the treats falling out. So, yeah. And for those who really don't like any of these, you can even use a tool belt from the hardware store. There's lots of different tool belts around. So let's move on to the treats. Now, you might have heard people talk about high value rewards. So I've sort of put these in order of what I would personally think would be a lower value to a higher value in this particular selection. So we've got these Nature's Gift mini treats, and this is what they look like. You can get them in liver, kangaroo, and these ones are chicken. I'm not sure if you can get beef, but these are just from the local supermarket. Coles and Woolies stock them. And they're sort of semi-moist or semi-soft. Please, though, if you're going to store them, keep them in their plastic bag that they've come in. Put them in an airtight container. If you just put them in the container, they tend to deteriorate quite quickly. So, yeah. And they've got quite a strong smell, so dogs tend to go for that with their sense of smell. And they're not very messy, and they're round too, so they're a bit more gentle in the dog's mouth when you're giving them quick reward treats. Next one, and that now just, I think These are, yeah, Australian made and owned. Please try and support Australian products. And this is another Aussie one. You probably would have seen these. Love 'em treats. My favourite is the beef liver, not that I've tried them. But as you can see, Aussie, 100% Aussie beef liver. That is awesome. No, I do not get paid to promote these people. But, you know, if it says 100% Australian made and owned and 100% Aussie beef liver, inclined to think that that's what it is, you would hope. And that's what the beef liver looks like. Gus loves crunching on those. And you can break them up into smaller pieces. Just be careful because you can see the sharp edges. So if you're going to do any fast food rewards, just perhaps choose a softer treat because that's quite sharp. And depends on the dog too. If your dog's a bit of a guts, maybe don't use these for intensive training. And moving on to these, which a friend bought me. I think these are newish. You can also get some similar ones. These are Australian as well. Real Australian meat. So let's hope that Australian made and owned. Let's hope that's the case. And this is what these look like. They're sort of like a soft, moist treat. And you can also break them up into little pieces like I've done here. When you are giving them lots of training and food rewards, you don't need to give them a huge chunk like that all the time. Just give them little bits. And moving on to these. This is the lazy version of Fresh Treat Chunkers VIP. Not sure if they're Australian, entirely Australian, but I don't buy them on a regular basis. This is what they look like. It's just raw mince and some veg. I think it's got some natural flavours in it as well. Gus absolutely loves those, and he works, like I would say, 100% better with training, much better responses, much more enthusiastic with these as opposed to these drier treats. Although he does love the drier treats, but say we're out at the park and there's some ducks and other dogs around, much easier to get his attention because he's still learning with distractions with these treats. At another stage I'll do another video of homemade mince, baked mince treats, and the idea behind that is that you use the leftover liquid from the baked mince to make chicken stock or meat stock, little ice cubes for treats for your doggy. That's my business card. I just thought I'd throw that in. I'm based on the Gold Coast and I can visit your house. You can come visit me at my location. I can meet you in the park for some dog training if you feel that you need some help with your training. There's lots and lots of tips on the internet, so feel free to do some searching. But please, as I'm an advocate for positive reinforcement training, that's all I would go for. I wouldn't go for those adversive trainers. That is only my opinion. Now, finally, if you really, really, really do not want to use a treat pouch like these, consider, if say you're at home, for example, when I'm bathing Gus, he's still sort of getting used to being bathed, so it doesn't have to be a glass bowl. It's probably not the safest. When he's in the bath, I usually take the liver treats. Actually, the other time I took these chicken strip treats, and he liked them too. And I put them in the bowl while we're giving him his bath. And I'll tell you what, the difference in his behaviour, he didn't seem nearly as stressed as when I've given him about 3 baths now since I've adopted him. And it's just nice to know that you can use food reward during the bath to make the experience for him a little bit more pleasant. So hopefully these have helped you in any way, and have fun training, and see you next time. Bye.